We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Hornets and the Falcons. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Brent Means, the pitcher from Montana, gets the call in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now at the plate, Alexis Elias. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The right fielder, Alexis Elias.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. It's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty V, talk about a team on a nice little roll right now here. We'll start this homestand out. They've won the first 3 games, and now they open up a new series here. This could be one of those really good series.
Yeah, and they've been executing, Dan. We were down on the field before the game watching this team take BP, staying within themselves, not trying to do too much. A lot of smiles coming out of this team.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. But we might be ice skating before we're through tonight. 39 degrees at first pitch. And this will miss as well. So he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Stepping into the box, Peter Wynn, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, Dero. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't get much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Elias gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Into the box, Yu Watanabe, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runners on first with one down. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. As a look, now the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So coming to the plate, Mac Tracy. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch on its way. Fastball's too high here. 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Derek Hills. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. Ben Obermueller gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy had a real solid season last year. ERA under 3 on the year, which is pretty good in this day and age of high scoring and a lot of home runs. Let's see if he can duplicate that year and make this one just as good. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Bart Flash. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Yeah, as you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening, they come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The 0-1 delivery. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Bruce Sanders, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So now to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting a tone, pounding the zone.
And he pops it up, but this will land untouched. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Standing in, Enrique Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Enrique Perez.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and he makes the catch in the corner.
That's seven. The left fielder, Jalen Hurt.
Into the box now, Jalen Hurt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No score here as we play inning number 2. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. Fouled off. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Striding in, Ben Tillman. He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in now, Monty Hillman, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
And in game 1 of this series, it sure doesn't hurt that you make the closer come in, and he threw a ton of pitches. It's possible he might not be available going forward.
And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alexis Elias. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Still looking for a first hit in the ball game. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
And it's fouled away. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
The set and the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So digging in now, Josh Means will swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. The 2-0 is taken. Strike 1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So striding forward now, Rodney Myers, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
He's set, and the pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and He's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Ready with the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Count.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
Again, a 1-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball left side. Scooped up. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. High strike there, and it's 1-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Runners on first with 1 down. That's 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Joel Sloan. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
On the corner away, a ball and a strike. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. First and second now, 1 man out. And that misses 2-2.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Ball that's tarrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting in, the right fielder, number 54.
Stepping into the box, Blake Hamby. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Peter Wynn.
Peter Wynn.
Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, that's off the plate.
Here comes the 1-0. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Flash comes on now, and he has it one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Yu Watanabe.
Ready now, Yu Watanabe. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Popped him up. Means is underneath this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
Now batter, the first baseman, Matt Tracy.
Ready for another chance? Mac Tracy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Woo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Bottom of the third now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Kevin Root.
Shortstop, Kevin Root.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Lo, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Bruce Sanders. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, D-Lo, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
To the plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lifted down the line in left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Well, sometimes you see diving catches that happen because of a bad route, but that certainly wasn't the case here. That's an exceptional route efficiency as calculated by ShowTrack, and it's evident it was a big reason why he was able to lay out and bring that one in. Stepping in, Josh Means. First pitch of the at-bat.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 3 innings complete. The Sandlot leads this one 1-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Derek Hills. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. He's set. Here it comes. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batter.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. At the plate, Enrique Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Nope. 1 out, nobody on. Just missing here, 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0. Jalen Hurt will be next. And that's finally over for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Line hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, that's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one as he hustles into third. We'll see if it leads to their first run here. Sometimes a single drip will start a flood.
Plate now, Jalen Hurt, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. A man at third with one away. And there's a base hit on the line. And the run will score from third as that ties things at 1.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box, Ben Tillman, as he chops it on the ground toward the right side. The second for 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Rodney Myers. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's inside. That's ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Lined into right, a base hit.
The designated hitter, Steve Rice.
Stepping in now, Steve Rice. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. That misses, 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-0 count. The pitch. 2 balls and a strike now. There's a cold strike as he nips the corner.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
In now, Joel Sloan, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fouled off.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's happened. Ball 2. He's running. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Elias is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Number 54.
Settling in now, Blake Hamby. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Two out here and a runner at second. Now a big looping curveball in there for strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The 0-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Digging in is the outfielder, Monty Hillman.
Monty Hillman.
He's set and the pitch. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the type one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
Fastball swung on and missed.
1-2.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So now to the plate, Alexis Elias, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. The 1-0 home. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
1-1. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he pops it up. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. High chopper towards first. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Peter Wynn.
Ready for another shot now. Peter Wynn. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. From the stretch. Two out, nobody on.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Kevin Root. He reached on a single in his first try.
Not shortstop, Kevin Root.
Pitch on the way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 0-1 on its way. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Root is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Digging in and looking for more. Bart Flash. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-0. Hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Digging in, Bruce Sanders, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And the pitch.
Ball 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Yu Watanabe. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Flash is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mac Tracy.
In now, Mac Tracy. First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's
fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1-1.
Whoa, that pitch is out.
One that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Derek Hills waits on deck. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. On the ground to third. Scooped up. And a desperation throw there, but it's way late as he got himself an infield single.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roll, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Bellamy has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The catcher, number 39, Enrique Perez.
Into the box, Enrique Perez. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Here now the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall. Riding in once again, Jalen Hurt. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's 1-1. Fouled off. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Sanders has got it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, all tied at 1-1. Julian Ventura is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Striding into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy.
For the Sandwich, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Grounded back up the middle. He's right there, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Means.
Into the box now, Josh Means. First pitch coming, here it is. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Standing in now, Rodney Myers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. All right, back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, Steve Rice. Runner in scoring position with Cigar. First pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Mason Hain is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Digging in once again, Ben Tillman. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, Monty Hillman.
Now at the plate, Monty Hillman. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
To the plate now, Alexis Elias, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Joel Sloan. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, number 54.
So stepping in, Blake Hamby. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Digging in, Kevin Root. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Hit back toward the mound. Oh, and he misses it. 1 there. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bart Flash. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor. 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. At the plate, Peter Wynn. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped high in the air. Sanders over to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now at the plate, Yu Watanabe. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, great job pounding his zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Bases are empty, one man out. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
On to first, and there were two down.
The first baseman.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Mac Tracy. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
That one's in there. 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And a good throw gets him. One gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
So striding in, Jeffrey Bellamy. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Line hard. Foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Oh, he brought it back.
Now batting, the pitcher, Josh.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Josh Means will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way.
0-1's the count.
2 out, nobody on. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here's the 1-2. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one. And digging in is the veteran DH, Derek Hills.
Derek Hills.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1. 2-2. Fouled away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 39, Enrique Perez.
At the plate, Enrique Perez. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-0. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
His first home run of the season is a memorable one. As we take a look at it here, you can see that it was 50-50 if it was going to stay fair. But somehow he wills it just enough until clink, it hits off the foul pole for a homer.
The left fielder,
At the plate, Jalen Hurt, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. It's laid off for ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. In there, and it's full 3-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Flash is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Ben Tillman.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Tillman. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Means is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. And some dramatics here in the top of the 9th as this home run gives them the lead. Home half of the 9th coming up. The Hornets are out in front 2-1. William Cobb takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And set to go is the second baseman, Rodney Myers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 1-0 home. High and deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Steve Rice. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. It's pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters. Usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Elias is there, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 5, Joel Sloan.
Now to the plate, Joel Sloan. First delivery to him on the way.
Inside, ball one.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
That's wide, 2-0. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Scooped up. Throw on to first is in time to get him. And the Hornets have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead at the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Death Valley came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Julian Ventura claims the win out of the pen, his first. William Ka closes the door for the save, his second. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the home team, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the 51s and the Lions. Harmon Drew makes his much-anticipated debut. Next. Carl Falvey will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Ready now, Sean Bender. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The left fielder, Sean Bender.
Here comes the first pitch. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. fellas, our home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been very good in D-Row. Through the first 4 games of this homestand, big donut, 0. 0-4, that's not going to cut it in this league.
Yeah, we started to hear a spattering of boos yesterday coming from the home faithful. They have to find a way to right the ship.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Lays off. 2-2 now. And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. And he fouls this one off. Once again, a 3-2. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box now, Stephen Wong. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Row, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And there's out number 2.
The shortstop, Richie Dunlap.
Digging in, Richie Dunlap. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Now the pitch.
I got to tell 2-2.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Harmon Drew is handed the ball for his much-anticipated debut. Dan, what do you have on this guy?
Well, Matt, listen, there's a lot of expectation for this guy. He kind of blitzed his way right through the minor league system. All he needs to do is do what got him through the minor leagues to this big league debut here. Keep control of himself, make sure that he's not afraid to throw the ball over the strike zone, and with a lot of young pitchers, don't give the opposing hitters too much credit. Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. It appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner than worried about the opposing pitcher right now.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Line drive, base hit to right. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
For the first pitch, a check at first, and a dive, but he's back. At the plate now, DJ Tate, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Runner goes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line softly out toward left center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
So now to the plate, Na, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Is taken for strike 2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Watanabe at second, Tate at first with no outs. Ball 2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, Dero. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game. So to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, Dero, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
Standing in now, Lou Manuel, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The 1-0 home.
1-1.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bender has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 99.
Now batting, Bradley Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
Drew is known to have exceptional stuff. His strikeout numbers are eye-popping, but at times he does get himself in hot water with the base on balls.
Matty V, the stuff has never been a question with this guy. It's been about containing the stuff and having command of the strike zone. He has really good strikeout pitches. The problem is he'll get ball 1, he'll get ball 2, and he sometimes isn't really in attack mode, and that leads him to walking a lot of batters.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Swung on and missed.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Skied into straightaway right. Altman back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Bronson Ware.
Stepping in, Bronson Ware, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Altman is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Cairo is out in front, 1-0. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Brian Greer. Now here's the pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Sean Bird waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Sean Bird, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's set. Here it comes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Bird is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Nobody out, runner on first. Count remains 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Stepping in now, Trent Burgess. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Watanabe is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Derek Parker.
Now at the plate, Derek Parker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set and the pitch.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
2 out with the man at first. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Buster Robinson.
For the line, The shortstop, number 7.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Drew is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Caleb Graybo is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Here comes the payoff pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Wong comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, A.J. Anderson.
So coming to the plate, A.J. Anderson. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch on its way. Fastball well outside. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home.
2-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We've played 2 full. The Lions are out on top, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Charles Altman, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Charles Altman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1.
1-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Now the pitch.
Direct count 1 and 2. Outside, that's the ball.
Ball 3 as the sinker misses just off the black that time.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping up now, Stuart Granger. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. And that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Sean Bender. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Right fielder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Lo. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Stephen Wong. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Home is laid off for ball 2.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called the strike. pitch home. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate, Richie Dunlap, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. A 1 pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Greer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And he is in there.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
To the plate now, Sean Bird. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Comes set, the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
The set and the 1-1. Inside corner called a strike 1 and 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Nashville is out in front here, 2-1. Standing in, Caden Watanabe. He reached on a single in his first try.
The center fielder, Caden.
And now a pitch on the way.
Watanabe.
0-1.
0-1, here's the pitch. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Dero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Runner back standing. So now to the plate, DJ Tate. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1, back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Striding in, Na. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lou Manuel. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. But the runner's back easily. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Standing in now, Bradley Williams, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. The set and the 1-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The set and the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
2 men are on with 2 men out. 3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking, strike 3. Into the box now, Trent Burgess comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. grounded to third. Right to him. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now that's second baseman, Derek Parker.
Digging in now, Derek Parker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
Nope.
Ball one. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
so he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Charles Altman, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And there he goes towards second. That evens it up 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-1 home. Runner going a second time. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a base hit, make him 1 for 2 in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
In now, Stuart Granger, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Hanrahan, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was taken in the second round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The 51s on top 2-1. So digging in now, Bronson Ware. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. He's got it. And that's out number 1.
Now back, number 7.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Robinson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. And he struck him out. Coming to the plate now, Caleb Grabo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Sean Bender.
The left fielder, Sean Bender.
Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Manuel is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Stephen Wong. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops one down here, and they'll try to beat it out. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
At the plate now, Richie Dunlap. No balls and 1 strike. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
The first baseman, number 44, Brian Greer.
Into the box now, Brian Greer. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Sean Bird.
Ready once again, Sean Bird. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball well outside. hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and next to hit is the catcher, A.J. Anderson. In there for strike one, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
The second for one, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
The designated hitter.
Next will be the designated hitter, DJ Paint. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Now back, first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Yu Na. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. There's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero? This pitch has kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Lou Manuel is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a really knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. That's a fair ball, line to the right side. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Stepping in, Bronson Ware. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's at the plate, Trent Burgess. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Ball 1. Slow little roller to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Settling in now, Derek Parker. Here's the first pitch to him. Runs up and gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now. Charles Altman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
At the plate, Stuart Granger, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And there's ball 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Buster Robinson. Thomas Jordan is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Altman is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Ready for another chance. Caleb Grabo. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Count is 1-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Now in the box, Caden Watanabe. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. A runner on first with 2 away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit hard on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Max Snyder is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in the outfielder, Sean Bender.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Stephen Wong. The pitch. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
The batter, the pitcher, Ricky.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in standing. Standing in now, Richie Dunlap. Weak grounder down the first baseline. There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that for the play now is the designated hitter, DJ Hayes. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls, no strikes.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The 2-1 home. Line hard toward right center. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
So now to the plate, Na, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot down the line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Nobody out, runner on first. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. So a full count now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in and looking for more, Lou Manuel. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Strike called, 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate is going to look a foot outside.
3-1 to him now. None out, runners at first and second. And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Chad Hardy is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bradley Williams will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. First home run of the campaign for him, and the lead is now 7-2.
That wasn't a particularly deep home run by today's standards, but it certainly did scream out of the park in a hurry. You see there on show track an impressive 112 miles an hour off the bat.
In now, Bronson Ware, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Count even now at 1-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fouled off. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Stepping in now, Buster Robinson, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
To the plate now, Caleb Grabo. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Still only one out in the inning. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Whew, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. The ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. 1 out and a runner on third. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. As a look, now the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Lawrence Day enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate now, A.J. Anderson. That grounder caught him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
The center fielder, number 1, Caden Watanabe.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Caden Watanabe. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
At the plate, DJ Tate, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hops this one up. Burgess over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 8th inning coming up. Cairo is on top, 9-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Brian Greer.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 the count.
Ball.
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now the 2-1 pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now back, the designated hitter, John Bird.
Striding forward now is the DH, Sean Bird. Here comes the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, they say beggars can't be choosers, and when you're losing, you can't always choose how you get on base, but you've got to get on any way that you can, so he'll take that, even though it probably hurts a little bit.
Digging in, Trent Burgess. First pitch of the at-bat.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Comes set with the 0-1.
No, inside.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 2-1.
Hey! Walk out.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
There's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Into the box, Derek Parker. First delivery to him on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. First and second now, one man out. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. In the air to straightaway right. Manuel is there. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Altman.
Striding in once again, Charles Altman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
He's set. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
1-2 as he chases the slider. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Riding into the box, he'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 1-1 home. A shot down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
The right fielder, number 32, Lou Manuel.
Into the box, Lou Manuel, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Is on his way home. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 8 now.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Standing in now, Bradley Williams, and that misses ball 1. And he's working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one. From the stretch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. A runner at second, nobody out. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. No one out with a runner at second. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now, Bronson Ware. High in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Second home run early in the year as this lead got even wider.
Pitch was grooved right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
To the plate now, Buster Robinson. As he grounds one briskly to short. He's right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready to take his hacks again, Caleb Grabo, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
3 runs already home here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Line drive base hit.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count. The batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking.
At the plate now, A.J. Anderson, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 on its way. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
The 1-2. It's a breaking ball that misses off the plate. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Altman will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 9th inning coming up. Cairo leads it 12-2. Into the box now, Stuart Granger starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. In now, Sean Bender. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball 1.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Liner towards second, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Stephen Wong.
Into the box now, Stephen Wong, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. A 1-1. Line towards center field. In there, the base hit.
Now batting, shortstop,
James Aparicio answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Aparicio.
At the plate, Richie Dunlap. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Watanabe is there. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brian Greer.
Now at the plate, Brian Greer. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 2 down, runners at first and second. Behind 0-2 now. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up, flips it behind his back. Throw onto first, and the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. Cairo used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Peter Hammerhand claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes.